Hello Ds, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. Today is going to be a special video. I know a lot of you love to travel, obviously, since you're coming here on holidays. A lot of you love to visit different places, and you do feel that sometimes maybe you would like to go to Alicante, maybe a shopping mall, or some of other places, maybe even Denia, who knows, but you're afraid to travel with transport methods that you don't really know that well. So today it's going to be an update for the train service, the famous Tram of our region between Alicante and Denia. Where it goes, what are the prices right now? Because as you can see, it's half of the zones that we used to have before. Now it's only 3 of them. What are the prices in 2024 and everything you should know in today's video. Let's travel together to Alicante, shall we? Let's start with the basics, shall we? We are on a train stop, on tram stop. This is the one that is located in Albir between Altea and Benidorm. And this is the line number 9, which goes from Denia towards Benidorm town as the last stop. On these type of small tram stops, you will find all the important information, the validation rules if you have like transport cars, different types of fares and prices for different types of tickets, if it's a singular use, if it's a go back and forth, if it's 10 trips, and also how can you pay for it. For example, you can only pay with coins, paper money, or bank card, but paper money 5s and 10s. Above 20 is whenever you spend more than 5 euros. Coins are all accepted except 2 and 1 euro ones, and card you can pay anything, literally any kind of amount. There's also Renfe and Tram combined tickets available. This is the plan of the area. Before it was 6 areas of it, now it's only A, B, and C. So from our area of Benidorm, when you go to Alicante or when we go to Denia as last stop, we need to take 2 zones. So singular ticket cost right now in 2024 will be 2 euros and 80 cents. If it's back and forth, it's going to be 4 euros 80. But if you want to travel quite a lot with the train, then you might consider to take the 10 trips one, because that's actually very convenient. And this is how this stop looks like from here. On every single stop of tram, you will be able to find timetables. There's timetables going towards Denia or towards Benidorm. And also all the useful information that you should know before taking the train. We are taking the tram, and let's show you how the tickets are actually taken. Here you can change the language, and you just choose, we chose singular ticket, and we put Alicante Luceros, which is the last stop, and it automatically lets you know how many areas it is. You just put the money in or put the card in, and it gives you the ticket. That's basically it. We took the first of the 2 trams. This is what the ticket looks like. It says it's area A and B. Sencillo means it's a usual, normal ticket, that it's not back and forth one, it's just a singular use one, and it costs 2 euros 80 because we are crossing 2 different areas. There are a few stops before we actually stop at the Benidorm's main tram station, and there we will change to another line. While we are reaching slowly but surely Benidorm town, we can see some orange trees, mandarin trees, even olive trees, some lovely colorful gardens, and much more. We even passed the bus station, which is right here. By the way, the train stops right near it, so it's quite comfortable. And now we reach the Benidorm's tram station. This is where we will need to change to another line. This is the end stop, that's it. This tram, as it is, circulates from here towards Denia. Doesn't go any other way at all. So we will need to cross to the other side, which is where you can see a lot of people are standing. And that's where we'll wait for the other tram to arrive as it is. The doors open up by pressing the green button towards the right side, and this is basically it. This is part 1 of the 2 of our today's ride. From here, there's exit signs, and also it shows you how to get to the line 1, which is the one that's going to Alicante. If you will be taking the train directly here from Benidorm, then you will just use line 1, and on the entrance you can purchase the ticket in some machines, or the person that works there can assist you to purchase it. You can even change it to a different language if you find it easier for you to do so. And this is where you will wait for the train. Right now we are waiting for the train line number 1 here in Benidorm, on the Benidorm's main tram station, where you've seen already that we just came. It was a very fast ride from Albir, just a couple of minutes. And in about 10 minutes time is when we will actually take the train from here towards Alicante. And it will pass through Campello and a lot of other important areas, with some gorgeous views to the mountains and the sea. If you're heading towards Alicante, make sure you take the seaside. We need to take the left side of the train. And when you go back from Alicante to Benidorm, you need to take the right side of the train, because that's where the best views actually are. This is the tram. Oh no, it has a lot of images on it printed. I hope we'll be able to see it well through the windows. And this is the view. There are some dots on the screen. This is something that can be seen like this because there's a lot of images, there's a lot of publicity and announcements on it, like a lot of paper. There are like small dots, so I hope even so we will be able to enjoy today's view. From Benidorm, we have about 15-16 stops before we actually head to the last stop, which is the center of Alicante. This is the second stop from where we took the line number 1, and it's where the famous shopping mall is located. So it's very comfortable to actually use the tram for this service. There's also Mercadona, Lidl, Carrefour, El Corte Inglés outlet for branded and very nice expensive clothing, and much more. From here, our next destination will be Villajoyosa. Villajoyosa is very well known by its nice old town, by its chocolate factories, Pérez, Valor, Marcos Tonda, and a couple of others. And this is the beginning of Villajoyosa. This is where the public hospital of Villajoyosa is located. This is where you could go if you have something that you can use as a national health system one, but that's valid in the public hospital. This is the place where you should go. You can comfortably access it with a train. If it's an emergency, obviously you could use an ambulance or a taxi to help to bring you here, but this is where it's actually located. That's where a lot of people also go for consultations, medical checkups, for operations, something pre-programmed, etc. And this is where Villajoyosa actually starts. We can see already some colorful houses from here, and in Villajoyosa itself there are 3 different stops. First one is the hospital. The second one is located slightly closer to the sea, which is the one we're heading on right now, and it's also one of the more famous ones because it's close to the city center. You can comfortably walk up until the older part of Villajoyosa and towards the Chocolates Museum of Valor, which we actually have seen here on the channel. If you did not check that video, check it out. It's worth seeing it, trust me, because it's something unusual and we did not expect things to go the way they actually did, and not in a good way, to be exact. From here, we are heading towards the second stop. There is the famous bridge of Villajoyosa, lovely parks, the old town can be seen from here. Great place to be and to discover. And once we cross Villajoyosa, our tram will start to get closer and closer towards the Mediterranean Sea and towards the coastal area itself. As you can see, we're getting really close, and we can see already some gorgeous views of the sea, mountains from here. Oh, we crossed with another tram, so they're stopping, probably waiting for some signals, maybe to change the line, something. Okay, and we're moving back again probably. Okay, everything's perfect. So we can not only see the sea itself, but also the surrounding mountains, how usual people are living here in the area. maybe some villas, some gardens, and much, much more. But obviously, these are the views. Why? A lot of people are taking the train to enjoy the views of the area. This is why we also have said that these are the better views and it's the better side to take inside of the train. People who've taken it at least once know already what we're talking about, so they always tend to take the left side when heading to Alicante, and the opposite, the right side, when they're heading back to Benidorm. From here, we're heading towards El Campello. Obviously, there are a couple more stops, quite a few stops before that, but Campello is one of the more important ones. It's another quite touristic city, town that is located near Alicante. Great beach, very big one. There's always place to lay down comfortably and to enjoy the gorgeous beach side. Very important thing to mention to all of you. If you're planning on not purchasing the ticket, I'm just gonna go like this, I'm gonna hop on and that's it. There's not gonna be any kind of issue. There's no controllers everywhere. That's actually not entirely true. Especially right now, we can see people that are like controllers inside of the train, inside of the tram itself. It doesn't mean they're checking everyone, but they might. You never know, they might just check out randomly some people. And if you do not have any ticket with you personally, or if you don't have a card that's been validated, then the fine is of 100 euros. Is it actually worth it? Especially now when the prices went lower, half of the price, it's half off. And if you take bonus cards of multi-trips, then it's going to be even less expensive for you. So it doesn't really make any sense to travel without these types of tickets any longer, because if you'll get caught, that's going to be a big issue for you, and 100 euros less in your pocket. Some small stops, as we've seen, do not have any specific place where to purchase the tickets, so you will need to purchase them inside of the tram. However, when you head to the bigger train stations, for example, the tram station of Benidorm does have, before the entrance, the ticket vending machines, and they have client assistance service, like information service. There is where you can also purchase the tickets, and then you have specific entry like doors that will open up once you scan your ticket. On our stop, we did not have that, so we needed to purchase the ticket inside. It's very important for you to keep the ticket and not throw it away before you get out of your destination stop. Don't do it, because we will show you why when we arrive to Alicante stop. And right now we are already in Campello. This is the lovely coastal town. It's quite big, I must say. They have some nice restaurants on the first line of the beach, especially in summer. There's a lot going on. It's quite busy. In winter, it's a quiet place that's also suitable for living whole year long. Obviously, it's not going to be as busy as Benidorm is, but there's a lot of families or even retired couples, solo travelers that are coming here to retire in Spain, to purchase here any kind of property for rental, maybe to rent it short term to other tourists, or keep it as a second resident homes for themselves for their holidays. A lovely place, great place to be. And now the part of the trip that I personally love the most. You cannot see it just yet, but wait for it. This is it. This is one of my favorite parts of this trip. The tram is getting on the level with the beach walking promenade, and the views from here are absolutely stunning. Don't tell us you don't like what you are seeing, especially if you are inside of the tram, if you're looking at it, and if you don't have any advertisements blocking your windows with small uncomfortable dots. You can even appreciate it more then. This is the gorgeous Campello beach side. Look at this. This reminds us of Alicante. It's quite similar, or the beach of San Juan Playa. It's a very nice area suitable for sports And even in summer, you will be able to get at least some free spot on the beach side. Gorgeous views, the sun is shining. By the way, today we have shocking 22-23 degrees on the sunshine. People are not even wearing jackets, not only tourists. Tourists are with a shirt, with a t-shirt, with a small summer dress and slippers and flip-flops. Even locals don't wear a jacket right now on midday. We have them because it was chilly in the morning and it will be chilly back again in the evening once the sun sets down. But right now, it's so warm out here. This is something insane, but really much appreciated, at least for now. As you can see, the beach of Campello is extremely long, which is why it will not be too crowded because it's way longer than Benidorm's beach actually is. And on the other side, on the right side, is where you can actually find some businesses, cafeterias, bars, restaurants, some shops for souvenirs, etc. Slowly but surely, we reach Alicante. We've just passed the stop of Condomina. By the way, you might hear it on the speakers every now and then. Before every single stop, they are actually saying next there's a sign and like a sound sign, and then they're telling you the next stop is, they're saying it in Spanish, in Valencian, and then in English. So don't worry, you will not miss your stop. Unless you're putting the music inside of headphones very loud, then it might be the case. But if not, just check out the signs, and before you have like 1-2 stops left, try and hear which one is yours. We are in Alicante already. Right in front of us, we have the lovely and gorgeous Santa Barbara Castle, a famous must-visit place in Alicante City. You have stunning views from there. And right here in front, we have Plaza Mar 2, which is one of the several shopping centers in Alicante region. And there are only a couple of stops left before we hit Luceros, which is the last stop of the line number 1 that we are taking on today. By the way, 2 last stops are underground stops. This is something unusual for Tram. I know usually they are going like this on the open air, but in Alicante, due to all the traffic, it's made that way that once you head into the city as it is, 2 last stops, the most crowded, the most needed stops, are underground ones, like a metro station of a kind. We are reaching the castle, and don't worry, if you want to hop off here, there's also a stop that stops directly here by the castle. It's even called the same way, and we are heading under the ground. Last stop is here. The doors open the same way, just press the green button, and we are on Luceros, a big stop that also crosses with other lines, line 2, 3, and 4 if you need to go to other points of Alicante. There's everywhere maps with different stations that will show you where you can go. This is how our tram looked like, and once you head out from the station, people need to put their tickets or cards to this scanner to actually see if you came correctly, if you paid for your ticket. Only then the doors will actually open. We do the same. We wait until they close, we scan the ticket, they open up, and we are ready to go. As you can see, this station is slightly bigger, so it has an attention service, client attention service, information board, and you need to purchase the ticket right here before you actually get into the train. We get out of the station and we are officially in Alicante. And right on the left side of us, which you'll see in a second, is the famous square of Luceros, the beauty of Alicante. Gorgeous city. This is how you get from our area of Benidorm, Albir, Altea, in general even from Denia, towards the city of Alicante. And you can enjoy plenty of incredible activities out here. Some Christmas giant figures are still here in the city. Thank you for accompanying us on today's interesting and unusual tour on how to take the train from Benidorm, and it applies for all the stations. Thank you for accompanying us, and we'll see you in a new video. Bye!